Welcome to the Week 7 GAC Rewind. I'm Isaac Bourne. East Central squeaked by Oklahoma Baptist 37-31 in overtime following a 2-yard go-ahead touchdown run by quarterback Sergio Kennedy, who finished with 195 yards through the air and 3 total touchdowns. Additionally, ECU running back Quincy Thompson carried the ball for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns on 15 carries. Quarterback Chad Masco led the way for the Bison with 301 yards passing on 26 for 43 of his passes with 2 touchdowns. Here's East Central's overtime touchdown from Mike Manos on 105.5 The X Factor.
Second down. The Tigers are about to win this thing, Rich, if they can hold on to the ball. Thompson again, no, quarterback keeper to the end zone, touchdown Tigers! The Tigers win it in overtime, win number 5.
Harding battled rain delays and a Henderson State homecoming crowd on its way to a 35-10 win over the Reddies. Bison's running back Andrew Miller rushed for a GAC record 295 yards in 20 carries, while linebacker Clark Griffin led the Harding defense with 18 tackles and 2 fumble recoveries. Ready quarterback Andrew Edwards completed 24 of his 34 passes on his way to 210 passing yards and a touchdown. Here's one of Miller's big plays in the game, a 90-yard touchdown run, as called by Billy Morgan on the Harding Sports Network.
And now here's Keelan on what is first down and 20. And now here's Miller, big hole. Miller 30, 40, midfield. Andrew Miller to the 35, middle of the field at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Harding. Andrew Miller, 90 yards. His 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bisons now lead 20-3 with 6:48 left in the 3rd quarter.
The Murphy USA Classic went to Southern Arkansas for the 2nd year in a row in a 42-7 rout of Arkansas Tech. Mule Rider quarterback Hezekiah Harris led the way with 375 yards of total offense with 4 total touchdowns. Wonder Boy quarterback Carter Hensley had 196 passing yards and a touchdown in the loss. The game turned in the final minute of the 2nd quarter when SAU's Bryson Bolden intercepted a Tech pass in the end zone. One play later, SAU completed a 14-point swing on this run from Champ Harris, as called by Dan Gregory on the Mule Rider Sports Network.
Ball's at the 20-yard line for the Mule Riders. Empty set. That is Harris back in there. Quarterback draws. He runs it up the middle. He came through the other side. He's out to the 40-yard line. Breaks another tackle. He's to the midfield. To the 45, the 40, far sideline. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Southern Arkansas. Do you believe it?
No.
80 yards for Champ Harris.
Ouachita won its 3rd game in a row by defeating UAM 45-10 in Monticello. Tiger true freshman quarterback Trey Nichols notched 336 yards of total offense with 3 total touchdowns, and wide receiver Bo Baker had 104 receiving yards and a touchdown on 3 receptions. UAM quarterback Tavian Falk passed for 223 yards and a touchdown. Nichols had 2 touchdown runs, including this 66-yarder in the 3rd quarter, as called by Rex Nelson on the Ouachita Football Network.
2nd and 3, ball at the 34-yard line. They fake the end around. Quarterback's got running room. He's gone. He's going to go to the house. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land of milk and honey. Quarterback Trey Nichols just went 66 yards.
Southeastern overcame Northwestern 56-14 behind their duo of quarterbacks, Leve Duncan and Luke Hohenberger. Duncan gaining 201 yards of total offense and 4 total touchdowns, and Hohenberger throwing for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns, completing 12 of his 17 passes. A 23-yard interception return for a touchdown by linebacker Bryant Watts led the way on the defensive end. For the Rangers, linebacker Rock Showmaker had 11 tackles to go with a sack and a forced fumble that led to a fumble recovery. Here's the first of Duncan's 3 rushing touchdowns, as called by Jay Lindley of the Southeastern Sports Network.
9 minutes remaining in this 1st quarter. Southeastern taking advantage of solid starting field position. They scored on a 52-yard drive on their previous possession in 3 plays. This is the 3rd play of this drive. Snap back to Duncan. Handoff Shannon up the middle, and Shannon into the end zone. Touchdown Southeastern. They lead 13-0 with 8:50 to go here in the 1st, and have ran 6 offensive snaps.
Southwestern Oklahoma State knocked off Southern Nazarene 31-6 to get back on track. Bulldog running back Red Martell had 146 yards on the ground on 18 carries, and wide receiver Elijah Reed went for 52 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns on 4 receptions. Crimson Storm running back Caden Barron gained 138 yards on the ground on 12 carries. Here's the first Bulldog touchdown of the night as MJ Rivers found Reed for the score, as called by Mike Smith of Right Radio.
Bulldogs go quick on 1st and goal. Rivers, play action, throw to the end zone, and the catch made for a Bulldog touchdown. Elijah Reed makes the grab as he goes low to the ground to scoop it into his hands, and a touchdown for SWOSU.
Coming up this week in the Great American Conference, all games are on Saturday, as first, Southern Arkansas travels to Ouachita at 1 p.m., then 2 p.m. games as UAM goes to Harding and East Central goes to Southwestern Oklahoma State. Then at 3 p.m., Southern Nazarene travels to Alva to take on Northwestern. At 4 p.m., Henderson travels to Arkansas Tech. And then at 6 p.m., Southeastern travels to Shawnee to take on Oklahoma Baptist. I'm Isaac Bourne, and thank you for tuning in to the GAC Rewind.